Welcome to the video help series for the Energy Rating Product Registration System. In this video, we are going to show you how to manage the test labs associated with your applicant. This includes how to add, edit, or delete a test lab from your applicant. Let's begin on our dashboard page. We select Applicant Management from the toolbar at the top of the page. We are now on the Applicant Management page. We can see a new toolbar with 6 tabs. From this toolbar, we select Test Labs. On this page, we see a table containing all of the test labs associated with our applicant. When we submit product applications, we are asked to nominate a test lab. To add a test lab, we scroll down the page and select one of 2 links. Add a test lab from the global directory or create my own test lab. First, let's look at choosing an existing test lab. So we select the Add a Test Lab from the global directory just under the table. On this page, we search and locate the test lab that we want to add to our applicant. In the Search Query field, we enter the name of the test lab. In the Country field, we select the country of the test lab from the drop-down menu provided. We then select the Search button. The results of our search appear below. If the lab we are looking for has appeared, we click the Select link next to our chosen lab. On this page, we check the lab's details to confirm it is the one we would like to add. We then select the Add Laboratory button to add the test lab to our applicant. We return to the Test Labs page where we can see that the test lab has been added to the table of labs we can use in our product applications. Let's now look at creating our own test lab in the system. We scroll down to below the table and select the Create My Own Test Lab link to begin creating our own test lab. On this page, we provide the details for our new lab. Any field with a red star next to it is mandatory. In the Laboratory Name field, we enter the name of our lab. In the Laboratory Type field, we select the type of lab from the drop-down menu, Independent Lab, which is an external lab, or our own lab. When we select Independent Lab, a new field appears where we need to select the type of accreditation the lab holds from the drop-down menu. If we select NATA Recognized, please specify, or Other, please specify, we need to provide additional information about the lab's accreditation in the text box provided. In the Street Address field, we enter the street name or post office box for the lab. In the Suburb Town field, we add the suburb or town the lab is located in. In the Postal Code field, we enter the postcode for the suburb or town. In the State Region field, we enter the state or region of the suburb or town. In the Country field, we select the country of the lab from the drop-down menu. In this next field, we need to indicate if the test lab's street address is the same as their postal address. If it is, we tick the box. If our test lab's postal address is different, however, we leave the tick box blank and fill in the postal address fields below. In the next field, we tick the box if we would like to make this test lab available for other applicants to nominate on their applications. We can leave it blank if we don't want to make it available to other applicants. Once we've entered all our information, we select Save to continue. We return to the Test Labs page, where we can see that our new test lab has been added to our table of labs. If we want to edit one of our labs, we select the Edit link next to our lab. We can only edit the details of our own labs. We cannot edit the details for shared labs. The Create Laboratory page reappears, and we can then make our changes to the lab. Once we've done that, we select the Save button at the bottom of the page. Our changes are now saved. If we want to delete a lab from our list of test labs, we select either Delete or Remove next to the test lab, depending on if the test lab is a private lab, our lab, or is a shared lab. Deleting our own lab will remove the lab's details entirely in the system, whereas removing a shared lab will simply remove the shared lab from our table of labs. After we select Delete or Remove, we will then see one of two pages. If the test lab is still associated with any of our registrations, this page will appear, with details of the registrations it is linked to. These registrations will need to be assigned to a different test laboratory before we can delete or remove the test lab from our list. If the test lab is not associated with any of our registrations, we are asked to confirm if we want to continue with deleting or removing the test lab. We then select either the Delete button or Remove button. This will vary depending on if we are deleting our own lab or removing a shared lab. We return to the Test Labs page where we can see that our lab has been successfully deleted or removed from the list. And that's how you manage the test labs for your applicant. For further assistance with using the registration system, select the Help tab at the top of any page to go to our Handy Help section, where you can find more videos and step-by-step guides to help you navigate any aspect of the system. If you cannot find an answer to your question, why not send us an email? Simply select the Contact Us tab at the top of any page and fill in the form. The more details you provide, the more we'll be able to help you. So please include all relevant details in your email, including any attachments that might be useful.